Baldwin, the house ghost, found an old camera in the castle cellar. Immediately, he photographed everything that he loves to make disappear when he's haunting, including himself, of course. Unfortunately, the enchanted camera takes many photos in the wrong colors. Sometimes the green bottle is white, other times it's blue. Looking at the photos, Baldwin doesn't really remember anymore what he wanted to make disappear next. Can you help him with his haunting and quickly name the right piece, or even make it disappear by yourself? If you grab the right pieces quickly, you have a good chance to win.
Let's take a look at what's inside the box. Inside, you'll find the rule book, 60 cards, the white ghost, a green bottle, a red chair, a blue book, and a gray mouse. Once the game has been set up, play begins. I would recommend that only one person flips over the top card for each round. So what's going to happen is one player flips over the top card, and and once the dealer has flipped over the card, each player will try to grab the right object that's either represented on the card or not at all represented. So in this case, the white ghost is here. It's the correct object and the correct color. So whoever grabs that first will score that card. And then I would suggest the dealer flip the card over at around the same spot so that all the other players won't have to scan and be distracted by, flipping it somewhere that's not consistent. So once they flip over the next one, you're going to try to, in this case, you will grab the gray mouse. And this is a good example of something that is not represented on the card. So in this case, there's something that is red, there's something that's white, there's a book, and there's an object. So these four objects have at least one element represented. And the correct answer will be the gray mouse because it's not at all represented on the card. So whoever grabs that scores the card, and then the next card is flipped over. In this case, the gray mouse, again, is the correct answer. So the game goes on until the deck has been depleted, and then all the players count up how many cards they scored. Whoever has the most points wins the game. If there's a tie, you could do a sudden death and shuffle the cards together and have a sudden death among the tied players.
All ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gray mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Ah.
Right
Oh
there.
my god.
Yeah.
This is a lot, you guys.
Oh, nope.
Yep.
Yeah, gray mouse.
Yeah.
Roger. Oh. Gray mouse. Oh.
Did you get it?
I got the wrong thing.
Should have
Green bottle.
Oh.
Blue book.
Blue book.
Sorry.
Too easy.
Too easy.
Blue book.
Green
Is
bottle.
it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
I guess.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God.
Time to throw it again.
Goodness. Yeah, move those around.
Green bottle.
Green bottle.
Ah, crap. Okay, wait. Who got that one?
I got
There you go.
Yeah, well, I didn't grab anything.
it. No.
Oh, green bottle. Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Just get in there, Jenny.
Oh, you get one.
I'm just trying to figure it out still.
There you go.
Right there.
Right out from under you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it right there.
Ah.
Blue book.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Ah.
Great mouse.
Oh, gray mouse.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
green bottle.
And did you give her a card?
I wasn't holding it.
I gave her a card though.
You gotta drop
You can
it.
drop him.
Yeah, if you drop it, you're okay.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
Nice. To replenish my stock here. Oh, crap.
Ah, yes. Alright.
Nice.
I'm back. Green mouse.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, green bottle.
Ah.
Fast.
Oh, blue book. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good.
No.
Blue book.
Blue book.
No.
No.
Richard.
That was a good one.
Give me a while.
Green
Green
bottle.
bottle.
Sorry. No. Green
Oh,
bottle.
yeah. You just got.
No, she just
Oh my
Ah.
goodness.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, green bottle.
Ooh.
A slow mo.
Wait, you
Yeah,
don't owe
just
me a card.
Dig in there.
Yeah, like
Don't
I
worry.
grab it.
Just
I'll
dig
I
in.
mean, I'm just.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's the sneaky.
What?
Ah,
yeah.
Ah, you all owe me a card there.
Yeah, I gave you one. Richard.
Ah.
Oh,
Yes.
very nice.
Yeah.
Nope, nope,
Nope.
nope. He's
Yeah.
got it.
Ah. There we go.
Did I need to give you one?
Nice.
Richard.
Anything.
I was
Sorry.
like, what is that?
What is it?
Oh.
Ah.
How dare you?
White ghost.
Wait, go.
My ghost, yeah. I had it.
I owe you one. Okay.
Nope.
Oh. Great mouse.
Richard.
Yes. I'll give one back. Great mouse.
Great mouse.
Alright.
Nope. Everyone.
Nope. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
What
got
is
it.
it?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's yours?
Nope.
My
White
ghost.
ghost. White ghost.
Shoot.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
my face. Blue book.
Ah.
Blue book, yeah. Oh.
Blue book.
Blue book.
Nope. Nope.
There
My ghost, yeah.
No.
Nope.
Richard.
There it is. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So quick. Blue book.
Blue book. Ah.
That's a white ghost.
Okay, white ghost.
That's a
It was
white ghost.
flying. It was flying.
If I can have it, no one can.
Blue
Blue
book.
book, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
You good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, no,
Right.
you got it.
No.
Yeah.
You did get it.
I did. You good. Okay. Sorry.
Slow motion lose. Oh.
White ghost.
Oh, because the that was
Yeah.
Yep. And so then you owe him a card because you had the wrong one.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man. You just gotta, like, start.
There it is.
My
Nice.
gosh.
Move.
Move.
I was going to grab something there.
Green bottle.
That was
So
so
You just have to
slow.
go for it.
slow. There we go.
Ah.
Green bottom.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
No.
Oh.
Ah.
No.
Last one.
Red
Wait.
chair.
Ah!
Oh man.
Oh my god, for my majestic win last round to 3 cards this round.
12, 13, 15. Just got it.
16.
No, I forgot. Sorry,
Ah.
I miscounted.
No, I think you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15.
15.
15.
Whoa.
Alright. Boom.
One.
All right, so we just played Ghost Blitz, and both times Alex won. We played Ghost Blitz 1 and Ghost Blitz 2. It ended up with Alex getting 16 points in the first game, also 16 points in the second game. The point difference between the games were within 5. So I think I got 15 both times also. But let's first, I guess, talk about the game itself, Ghost Blitz 1. What'd you think about it?
I feel like if you were colorblind in one color, it's an impossible game to play.
Right.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
the most successful for the
It's not most successful,
color.
but it's very fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think it has like a high replayability factor.
Right.
Because it's not like you can memorize the cards. Every time it's just is like
Yeah.
high energy.
Grab, and you're wrong. And there's not really, well, you do give up a card on occasion, but if you get it right and 2 or 3 people get it wrong, that's a pretty big point swing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. Like, is this something you can play with kids and
Oh,
young
I
adults?
think it's
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a game that it's simple, it's fast. There is no such like difficulty in the rules,
Yeah.
and it's I don't know. I like it. It's fun.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was your first time playing both games.
Yes.
So, what did you think?
It was really tricky, but rewardingly so. The game directs you to both look at the colours that aren't there and then look at the colours that are there simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a bit of a learning curve, but once I got my mind around that and started just
Right.
grabbing things, it became really, really fun.
But that's my strategy. Just grab, reach for it.
And it works, because sometimes you'll grab a thing and then you then
1 out
you
of 5.
realise...
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
No, but did you guys have any like strategy coming into it? Because it seems like the only possible thing I could come up with is you just go blindly in on the first flip. But after that, what are you gonna do? There's no real.
Yeah, you can't plan ahead at
You
all.
can't plan ahead. You can't really
Yeah.
slow roll it. But you can sometimes. Some people are just
Look
like.
at it. Yeah.
I mean, you kind of did. You kind of took one and then held it
Yeah.
and watched everyone
This is it.
frantically grab it.
Trying to grab everything.
No, you guys, this is it.
You know what is kind of like easier to see in the game and memorize or associate 2 things. Like in the case of both 1 and 2, the white ghost. It's like you know
White
kind of like
ghost,
that.
yeah.
A ghost can be white or kind of that color, right? A
Right.
mouse can be just gray. But when it comes with objects, for me was harder. Green bottle, blue book. Well, books can be any color, right?
Right.
A chair can be any color. We have a green chair over there, so
Yeah.
But it's like a ghost and a mouse are always the same color, right? Certain
Yeah.
things are
Easier.
easier to find, all right? And then you I don't know, we were playing, you saw the white ghost, and everyone just immediately
Boom.
tried to.
That was one that
Grab it.
everybody went
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
That and a little bit more, less so is the red chair. It's very sort of iconic. Like the red chair is almost always snatched up quickly because I don't know. Besides the white ghost, it's just so distinct.
Well, and I wonder if that has to do with, like you were saying earlier, some of the colors aren't always as obvious on the cards, but the
Mhm.
red and the white are super easy to
And the
see.
green.
True.
And the green, yeah.
Mhm.
But when it comes down to the gray and the blue, it
They're
gets
harder.
a little
Yeah.
shadier.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. So,
6, 7, or 8 may be, you know, like the player limit that I'd want to play it. Otherwise, it would seem just like too much
Grabbing.
distraction, and you know.
Six was a
Unless you
good.
were like inebriated or like otherwise distracted, I
Right.
feel like then you might have a group that could like come in and out. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Could be.
Everything is better with beer.
Yeah, that's right.
Word to the wise.
So compared to Ghost Blitz 2, the bathroom edition, what did you think? What do you think about part 2 itself, and how does it compare to part 1?
I feel like Ghost Blitz 2 is harder because the objects are smaller and like the gray bathtub looks very blue.
Right,
To me.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that made it a lot harder.
yeah,
And then the towel's hard to pick up.
yeah. Towel is,
And I feel like the ghosts were smaller, which was both. It was good in that all the pieces were kind of more uniform, but it also made it harder to be like, "Why ghosts?" Which was
Yeah.
such a feature of the first game.
yeah. And you know, it comes in such a disproportionately large box compared to the game. You know, you've got
Yeah.
a deck of cards and you've got a little baggie of items, and anyways, but it was harder for me, like just it's sort of like a jarring thought, you know, like going from these we've gotten used to, you know, like the first
Blue
set,
book,
and
white ghost,
Mhm.
gray mouse.
yeah,
Try to rethink the color and the objects.
Yeah.
And also like, well, in the first one, everything is made of like, I think it's wood, right? Or like
Yeah.
the same material. And this one comes a little
Towel.
piece of, you know, fabric
yeah,
that is
fabric.
a towel, right? This is, well, I don't know. For me, it was like at the first sight, it was like carpet, right? Like,
Yeah,
like what is this?
because it's got a pattern on it.
It's
It's
a
like,
design
towel.
it's like a
Who
rug.
doesn't have a flying
Right.
carpet in their bathroom?
Yeah.
An Armani towel slash rug.
So would you say in the end, like it's basically the same game, or would you do you prefer one beside to the other?
To me, it seemed, because I wasn't used to either game, it seemed like just a different skin.
Mm-hmm.
As having played both before, I liked the original better. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like I said, there's like the iconic pieces that go with it, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I like the first Ghost Blitz.
The first Ghost Blitz.
Yeah.
Sequels are rarely as good as the originals.
Yes. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah.
Or
And I think like yeah, the first one it's I don't know, it's just more really iconic or more like easier, like, you know, put objects from a bathroom over like randomly. Well, I have really like a hard time trying to when it appears like the blue brush, because it's an object that first I'm not really like I use my hands, or you know, my hair is like I don't use brush, and I don't know, I think like the first one I like it better.
Yeah. So I would recommend the game. You know, almost
Absolutely.
for almost
Yeah.
anybody. Like it doesn't take a lot to get into it, and yeah, you know, you kind of have to just go for it. You know, could be wrong. Hey, whatever. Lighthearted game, but yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bad.
Okay, so this is for Ghost Blitz 1 and 2. Ready, set. Get it? All right.
I feel betrayed.
What'd you do?
I did this.
Oh.